Welcome to biology. Today's topic is DNA. What is the structure of DNA and why is it important? This is the outline of what you will know by the end of the day. Watson and Crick were the discoverers of DNA. They received a Nobel Prize. They discovered the structure of DNA. DNA is shaped like a double helix. You try. So you put a squiggly line, and then you do an opposite squiggly line, and then you come in and fill in the little lines. And now you're a professional DNA drawer. Can I have it for 1 second, honey? All right, DNA is made up of three things: a sugar, a phosphate, and a nitrogen base. This is your sugar, your phosphate, and your nitrogen base. Sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base, and here, sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. Those three things make up one nucleotide. So this is a nucleotide. This is the monomer, or repeating unit, that repeats over and over again. So we have a monomer, a single one, and then a polymer is the line. So DNA is the polymer, or chain of monomers. It would be like a chain. One link is the monomer, and then the whole thing is the polymer. So here's the nucleotide, and it just repeats over and over and over again. So sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. Sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. Sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base. There are 4 different types of nitrogen bases: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. Okay, we'll do it in a second, Ellie. The 4 nitrogen bases pair in a specific way. So by going on their first letter, A only bonds with T, and G only bonds with C. We remember that as at Garden City, ATGC. So down the center, A and T, G and C. It's represented by a triangle or a circle. Yes. This represents how they bond together. It's not necessarily a triangle and a circle, but the A cannot bond with a C. It can be flip-flop, so it doesn't matter which side of the double helix that the A and the T is are on. Nucleotides are connected in the middle by hydrogen bonds. So right there. In here, it was your little guys down the center. The steps of the ladder are made up of nitrogen bases and hydrogen bonds. So bam, 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 bam. The sides of the ladder are made up of repeating sugars and phosphate. So this backbone. On here, we had sugar, phosphate, and the steps were nitrogen bases and hydrogen bonds. So why is DNA important? Why are we studying all about it in this structure? It stores an organism's genetic information. It determines what the cell does, determines what the tissue, organ system, and organism does. It dictates how you look and what you do. DNA is what makes you, you. So this is regular DNA, and then it was zapped by incoming UV light, and then the DNA was altered, and this will give you skin cancer. So altered DNA could cause disease, cancer, pain, death. That's why your DNA is very, very important. Fill in all your quick check and Quizlet. Fill in all the A's, T's, C's, and G's. So what will come across from an A? A T. What will come across from a T? An A. That would be as if these were the nitrogen bases down the center. Label as much of the DNA molecule as you can. What's that guy? What's that guy? What are those guys? What's that guy? What is that repeating unit over and over again? What's the backbone? What's the steps of the ladders? Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great rest of your day.